Thank you so much. Once you join, you share so that we can have everybody on board. Let's keep sharing. Thank you all for joining the show. God bless you.
Seseku Julius Ayokabe, Assistant Vice President for Digital Services and Chief Information Officer, Office of Technology and Digital Services, American University of Nigeria. Yeah. Far. Ayo Richard Mahali Amene, Ajo, Ebanke Zinene. Aramejieba, oh, Ajo, Aramejieba, Aramejieba, Mojo wante bomba ya garome, Aramejieba, Awandu barba ya garome, Aramejieba, Awanta beba ya garome, Aramejieba, Tobe tu ocho huber are Ajo, Zengwe, Aramejieba, Atom tu beba ngakame, Aramejieba. Obi Ajo, Mr. Ojo Ayo Robot, Atani Ajo, Ayobne Abo, Maki Ajo,
Thank you all so much, fellow Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians who are joining this live stream at this moment. I know a lot of you are watching from very distressed centers, especially those of you who are in the jails, like the Naira 10, especially our president, His Excellency Sekayoktabe Julius. I know a lot of you IDPs, you're suffering on the ground with no food, no hope, but definitely with a lot of determination that you are going to pull through this. We cannot also forget the refugees who have sacrificed their lives, and today they are in another man's land, but definitely they believe in the course that we started from 2016. We will also seize this opportunity to salute some genuine Ambazonians who are patriots and who live in the diaspora, who have actually change the course and the destiny of this revolution by making sure that they contribute, even amidst a lot of embezzlement, corruption, and other scandals. Now, this live show is going to be very brief, and we'll start by thanking everybody who is an Ambazonian. For us to understand the perspective of this revolution, we must continuously stay on the point. Our focus is definitely Boya, and we must come every now and then on the drawing board to ensure that we write down our weaknesses, our failures, understand them, and try to improve subsequently. The issues of ghost towns are widely discussed because in some key areas, we no longer see the enthusiasm and the support like it was in the beginning of 2017 or just a few months ago, this 2020. Fellow Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, but one thing that gives us the maximum, comfort is our understanding of how failed a state Cameroon is. As you are all aware, Cameroon has been battling us with the best machinery, best equipment, best guns for over 3 years. They have been battling us. A state that is fully equipped with a lot of money has been unable to defeat Ambazonia in 3 years, and on this third year, as we speak, 2020, they have gone completely bankrupt due to the war in Southern Cameroon. That is the first point where we have to draw the statistics of our victory. They have locked up our leaders and paid infiltrators to call our leaders compromised persons, but those leaders have never ever given up the hope for the independence of homeland. This is exactly the situation. While we remain comforted by all these, we must also understand that La République du Cameroun is playing a fast game in order to try to corrode the image of the Ambazonian in terms of issues regarding beheadings and many other extrajudicial killings carried out by La République du Cameroun soldiers, only to prove to the international community that Ambazonians are responsible for this. But this has never been the case. We are grateful and actually very glad that the international community, including the United States of America, understands the game that La République du Cameroun is playing. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, you would all be thinking that the move by La République du Cameroun's Territorial Administration Minister, the Colonial Minister of La République du Cameroun, Paul Atanganji, to ban the use of machetes, iron rods, and other hardware equipment that are otherwise used by our farmers, bushers, fishermen, our children in school for manual labor, and of course contractors. They have completely put the country in further chaos. A lot of people will think that it is a disadvantage to our farmers. Of course, many of our farmers are angry because they will need identification papers to go buy cutlasses, while contractors or those who have their small foundations to put in their homes will need identification papers to go buy iron rods. Yes, to an extent, there's a disadvantage, but I want to assure you that 90% of that declaration comes to our advantage, us Ambazonians, and I will explain. Number one, it reminds, most importantly, it reminds all Ambazonians of the very diabolic nature of La République du Cameroun. And it tells our farmers 90%, if not 95% of Ambazonians rely on farming, like it is in many parts of Africa. And Cameroon knows that they are not targeting Amber boys. They are targeting poor farmers, poor builders, poor bushers. Because they know Amber boys can get cutlasses and iron rods anywhere, anytime. Let me just tell you, for example, no Amber boy needs any permit to go get an iron rod. Cameroon does not have the equipment, the know-how to dictate who has sold iron rod to who and at what time. They don't have those kind of techniques. They have done it not because they think Amber boy will stop Ambazonians from having iron rods to develop whatsoever they are trying to name. They have done it because they want to frustrate our population. That is exactly what Cameroon is doing. They are not doing it targeting Ambazonian fighters. No, they know that Ambazonian fighters can get these things from anywhere. Why did they not ban it in Yaounde, where they have had major explosions in the capital, 5 or 6 in the last 2 months? Why did they not ban it in Douala? Why did they not ban it in Bafusa? Only in the northwest and southwest, as they call it, or in the northern and southern zone of Ambazonia. Because Cameroon knows it's a technique to frustrate our people. But my people, let me explain to you. That move by Tanganji is only to remind you that they still consider you as slaves. They still consider us as second-class citizens, as dogs, pigs. That's how they consider us. That is why we must all rise to the occasion, understanding that we have one enemy in La République du Cameroon. I've said it in my last 5 or thereabout live shows that we must ignore those infiltrators and agents provocateurs from La République du Cameroon who have been paid to come and call patriots and strong activists La République agents because they want debates, unnecessary debates on social media. We have to focus to continuously educating our people to understanding that there is one enemy. What the Tanganji has signed is a declaration of your slavery. There is no way in the world that you can ban machetes for common farmers. What has a man in Dor or a man in Mautu or one of those villages, how do you ban them from using machetes? It is only pure wickedness, a sign that Cameroon is coming to an end. My people, the declaration from Tanganji has told you one thing. It's a reminder. You are not a Cameroonian. Because bombs explode in Yaounde, but they come and ban machetes in Bamenda and Manu and Boya and all over Ambazonia. It's a reminder that you are not a Cameroonian. Therefore, you must understand that from beheading our sister in Moyoka, an act that was perpetrated by La République, hired agents, coordinated by military men within FACO, they have now moved to banning machetes, iron rods, and so on and so forth. Let me tell you one thing, and let me tell you why this is very sweet. They have announced their reconstruction project. This is to tell you contractors that La République is already plotting your debts. Because they have done that, Amber boys do not carry iron rods and machetes and move openly. No, they know how to deal with those things. Those who carry machetes and iron rods to go do reconstruction. So they will help us. Tanganji has automatically helped us to stop the reconstruction. Because once you carry iron rod and all those things to go do reconstruction, the gendarmes, the police, the military, as corrupt as they have always been, they will take advantage of that communique and say, Mr. Contractor, you have to go and show us the shop that you bought these things. So you will surely be bringing your items from Douala, and then they will need you to go and show the shop in Douala that you have bought those things. So the next thing is that you cannot show the shop. You'll be arrested, and if you are hated by that military person, you'll be arrested, put in jail, and framed up, or you'll be asked to pay exorbitant amount in bribes. So you see, Atanganji, I like Atanganji because he knows how to cause chaos. He's a very wonderful man. He takes decisions before he thinks. How will you stop an Amber boy from buying iron rod or cutlasses? Think of it. So if I want to go and buy it, you have not been able to stop people from buying guns. You stop them from buying cutlasses. Between gun and cutlass, Mamima action, now which one hard for buying? Now gun, but people still buy gun. So you see, with the town Atanganji, because now our own Guyok that way, God give we for inside Cameroon government. It doesn't say Atanganji on time, and the thing say, whether we don't hire you, you work for Ambazonia, or you cannot tell. Because the man is extremely very dull. He does everything he does, he promotes Ambazonia. If he signs a communique, he's saying that Ambazonia, go ahead. So I want to thank you, Mr. Minister of Territorial Administration, that you have helped us, number one, to stop the reconstruction project, because all your gendarmes now will focus on that communique, and only contractors move with iron rods openly. So they will go and identify all the shops that they have bought from. Corruption will come in, and that is going to help us. It has also reminded our local communities that the Republic does not have your interests, because they are telling you that you want to go and buy guns. Mami were there for go buy machete. Mami were there for village. Maybe no get ID card. If there is 60 years, he's way to ID card. For turn for go for store for quarter to go buy colors of 1.5, they go to say, Mami, go bring ID. Go show you your farm. Mami will go carry farm. You know how many people are in the villages that don't have any land document for their farms? That is how we have been from time immemorial. So it is just a way to frustrate the population. But the advantage is just 10%, because they are still not going to stop you. If you buy a colors them, I'm not going to buy colors, give you a dash, when I go keep on bush, finish you keep on bush, work empty anchor house. So the whole thing is a game changer for us. So each time you see, don't begin to cry, sit down, analyze, take a deep breath. Thank God for people like Tanganji, who are there to make sure that they cause a lot of confusion, more chaos in Cameroon. Excuse me. You see, Atanganji is somebody that we must always be thankful to, because that is his stardom, causing confusion in Cameroon and making sure that the regime goes down. So all those things are meant to promote Ambazonia. It is very importantly, it's the reminder, the psychological boost. It will tell our people that what we have been telling them about Cameroon is the truth. Cameroon is a wicked country. Cameroon is a proxy for brutality. Cameroon is the captain of illegal arrests. Cameroon is the center of beheadings. Everybody knows that. Ambazonia is free. And there is nothing, everybody, if you are writing, just type hashtag Ambazonia is free. 20 times, 10 times, just be doing hashtag on that. Cameroon cannot stop us. That is why I have warned about people doing fake news and propaganda. Anything you write, it must be exactly authentic or near authenticity. Take for example, yesterday, when they gave me the hint about what was happening at the Ministry of Public Service and Administrative Reforms, as soon as that stampede started, they told me that, oh, Mr. Tataw, don't see bomb there and stuff like that. I said, no, not be bomb. They said, no, not bomb. I said, no, not be bomb. Wait. Everybody people writing, they have seen bombs here, there. I told them that when there is a bomb, it will explode. They will not. How Cameroon does not have the technique to know that bombs have been put there in that ministry. If there were actual bombs, they would have exploded long ago. 2 hours later, they said, oh, it was an insulin bomb. You people saw it. So people begin to ask that, but how did this man know? How did Eric Tataw know that it was not a bomb? That's the question they ask. Because we crave for authenticity. We don't hurry. We investigate. And when we write, we have written. If we don't write, look at everybody who wrote that it was a bomb. Everybody got it wrong. Everybody. CRTV wrote everybody before they came and corrected it. But we sat and we watched. We said, no, it's not a bomb. They said, oh, they said not a bomb. I said, listen, you people will come back to me. So we must understand. Yesterday, what did I say on my live show? I congratulated the people who said there was an armor car that was destroyed in Guti and Lebialem. I congratulated them, but told them that, listen, I have not verified. That picture to me is not authentic. Because when you come and start saying that, oh, this thing is fake news, is this. Some people think that, oh, you are against them because they said that it's a red dragon. Oh, because it's this. No. Truth, it does not mean that I have to come and not say it because it will affect you. That's not the meaning of truth. And what happened? People have seen corrigendum all over. People have done, oh, we are sorry. That was not, the armor car that you saw spreading, people took it, they just put it on social media because they want to start defending the fact that I'm telling you that ghost towns must be reinstated. So they want to just prove to the vulnerable people on social media who will be sharing things. Our own action, we carried on the Limbe Road. Everybody saw it and it's authentic. So there is no way we can continuously put these things out there. Cameroon is already defeated. So you don't need propaganda. The only people who come and do propaganda, there are people who probably are not working in the diaspora, who love money, and they are using that to entice people wrongfully in order for them to give them contributions. Like I've heard that one man in America here has asked people from counties to give him or a group of them $5,000 to prepare for October, 1st October. What preparations do you want to do for 1st October with $5,000? So if you put 14 counties or 13 counties, look at how much people are asking, $65,000. Once you give them that money, they put in their account, start paying their rents, paying their bills, paying their insurance, car note. That money is left here in America while fighters are suffering. I don't care what procedure you make in your county to get money. If I told you to get money, if I told you got the money in your county account, you don't need to give somebody in America $5,000 to go and tell you that the person is calling himself president, that he wants to go and organize 1st October. Who is supposed to organize 1st October? Is 1st October organized at the federal level? If at all he's considering anything where there's any federal that he owns, I don't know what he's talking about. Or at the county level or at the state level. So you see, this is how the people, they come, they put some projects ahead, and they make like sense, and they go back, they start calling county heads that are loyal to them, that give us 5,000, want to go and do 1st October. I want to seize the opportunity to tell anybody. If me, Eric Tataw, I come and tell people that give me money, I want to go organize 1st October, you have to be part of the participation, and it has to go from the ground. In fact, don't give me. I should be able to use my own money to an extent to destabilize Cameroon so that they leave our country. It's not that every time you come, you're in America, you come, you're asking people money, bringing all sorts of tricks to steal from people. That is not what our liberation movement is about. So please, if you are writing there, if you are watching, just write hashtag Ambazonia must be free, or Ambazonia is free. So I just want to pass this information. That while we are bleeding Cameroon, some people stay in America, they are strategizing on how to steal from the population. What do you want to do with $5,000 in order to go and organize October? You see, I'm telling you that they have called counties. Some counties are disappointed. Some called me and they started complaining. Well, but I thought if you tell me true about it, and I say, I'm not your brother. I'm not your brother. Give the 5,000 so that they can chop it. So we have to stay focused. Stay focused. There are people who have come here to make money to enrich themselves. Stay focused. You get the point? So we are already free. And we must completely liberate and disintegrate ourselves from the Republic of Cameroon. Ambazonia is a free place. So if you have been contacted by anybody in the US that give them $5,000 to organize 1st October, that is thievery. It is not done. It is not done. It is wickedness. We have people whose brothers were caught with 17 million and building materials. They come and they try to frame it to fool people. But media organs, including my Prime TV in Limbe or somewhere, has reported it. Somebody who went there and did the investigation, reported it, newspapers and all those things. Nobody is framing nobody. So we have to stay focused. Cameroon is destroyed. And we will not have people. If you are in America, you have to work to give the revolution. That's what you should know. You must work to give the revolution, not stay and wait for people to work and give their small contributions for you to take and swallow. It's not going to happen. If you cannot wait to eat chicken on people's money. You cannot wait to pay your electricity bills on people's money. You cannot wait anything on people's money. You see, let me tell you one thing. We all have to understand That is why I've said to myself, it's a vow that I will never collect a penny in this revolution. Take for example, all those who say, oh, sign me aside, their names are always withheld. Nobody knows who people that have done their documents. But I do it for free without $1 paid because I owe them that responsibility. So my people, we must remain committed. Ignore thieves who ask you $5,000. If I ask you, tell me, Eric Tataw, you're a thief. Anytime, if I ask you that, make sure, put in your head. 1st October is supposed to be organized by people, everybody, not by somebody saying, I give me 5,000. Why should I give you 5,000 in America to go organize 1st October? Take, for example, if we're going to do anything in the Anna group for 1st October, it has to be there. Everybody, because you take money, you need to produce results. Boya, ghost town, Boyana is the worst place that it is respecting ghost towns. So what do? We have to come back with new strategies to reinstate ghost town in Boya and most of the areas in Fako. Another thing that I've warned, that I'm going to say here categorically clear, I want to congratulate the population of Ntali. Some 17 criminals, rogues, armed robbers, who were passing for amber fighters were dealt with by the population of Ntali. Let me tell you one thing. If the population attacks you and you are not an Ambazonian fighter anymore, anytime 90, or let me not say 90, anytime 55% of the population in your area complains about your activities and your boys, you become disowned by Ambazonia. You cannot be Ambazonia and then the population is complaining about you. You cannot be. Because your first line of duty is to protect the population, your community. Who are you defending the military from? Is it not the population? And how will the population not turn against you and you say you're Ambazonian? No! Let us be clear on the terms of who is an Ambazonian fighter. Nobody that is rising against the population is an Ambazonian fighter. No, you are not. So once the population is vice versa, once the population rises against you, you are automatically a thief, an armed robber, la Republique. You are a rogue, an agent provocateur. You are not an Ambazonian fighter. You cannot be an Ambazonian fighter and you are taking farms from civilians. That is not what we said in the beginning of this revolution. So anybody, put in your mind, all communities must defend themselves against rogues and the military. Your target is only the Cameroon military and Cameroon government infrastructures, not Mami A or Pa B or Pa C or a businessman in Bamenda that you're envying, you want to kidnap. No, that is not your target. Everybody, once the population is against you, you cannot come and complain that those in Tali, you did a good job. Anywhere that you're an Ambazonian fighter, and you think that you want to call yourself that name, the only thing that earns you the name Amber Fighter is the validation from the population. Once the population gives you a red card, you are out of the race. That should be clear. And I want to encourage everybody, all the communities on Ground Zero. Anybody who's extorting money from you is La Republique disguised. Organize yourselves in your community, lynch them, send them away. They are not Ambazonians. I'm standing today as Eric Tataw to say that the only way you become an Ambazonian fighter, or you remain an Ambazonian fighter, or you can be called an Ambazonian fighter, is when when the population does not rise against you. Let me ask you a simple question. Can Cameroon call me a Cameroonian? No, they call me a terrorist or a rebel, whatever name they call me, because I've risen against Cameroon. So Cameroon too is rising against me. It's the same thing. If you are not called an Ambazonian fighter because you have risen against the population, you stop to be. You stop to be. That's how it is. We don't have any Ambazonian fighter that is beheading heads of women. We don't have none anywhere. Anywhere in the 14 states, we don't have any. If you see somebody cutting the head of a woman is a military, of a woman is a military, or heads of women is a military. We don't have those kind of people in our midst. So we should be clear on this. We should be very clear on this. I've said it. You go and take people's farms. You call yourself you're a general. General where? How some man in cocoa farm concerns trouble? Ask yourself that question. If you answer me, then come we'll talk the revolution. That is why people who steal money from the revolution are not also part of the revolution. Because we can't contribute money for guns, we don't have guns, we don't have shoes. But you took money. And you expect people to come and still support you. No. No, thieves are not part of the revolution. Whether on ground zero in America, Europe, anywhere you ask, so long as you're a thief, in this revolution, if you've stolen from the people, you've taken their money, you are not part of the revolution. I'm going to end here. I want this show to be very brief. I want to thank you for all of you who have followed. I want to say that let's stay on the fracas. We have won our war and we remain winners forever. I thank every time those of you come here, you have hundreds, thousands to watch this show, even when I don't announce. It gives me joy. We remain the biggest platform. We're thankful to everybody and we have to concentrate on the goal. We have to concentrate on the goal. So I'm saying this and I'm sending news to especially some rogues and criminals in Meme and Indian. You have farms that you have taken from some people. Give their farms back. Give their farms back. Because if you don't give their farms, we'll come after everything you've ever owned. Don't think that you can take a farm and you own it. You will not own it. And you pay reparations for those farms. It should be clear. We did not ask people to be taken. I've said it. You are not an Ambazonian fighter. You are disqualified. And when time will come, listen to me and listen very attentively. Those of you who are watching me. If any general, record yourself say general, you don't take your farm. Any fighter, don't take your farm. Please get to me. I get boys them for the Ambazonian National Army. Give me the fighter in name. Describe me. What I don't know, describe me. Send me a picture or a number. Any information about you. Me, Eric Tataw. I will go right for the period the boys will go take you. We'll disarm them. They stop. You know if ever take my farm. No wonder why you take some chiefy farm. Why you take some villager farm. Why you take some army farm. Wait till they are reasonable farm. Farm na army. Or farm na building. You never on Jan, you go take farm. Then all side your office stand, you know I go do nothing. You do the same thing for the BLM. You do the same thing for anyone that don't take for their farm. It will not work. It will not work. So when you go kidnap some power where they say it's small store. Why? So any man we don't get the difficulty now because so we got to take and restore faith for population. Those guys that they take farms and armed robbers, now military agents, them give with their names, their phone numbers, everything. And I talk, if you know say you go any my farm between today, mark the date today now August 18 is between today and the end of the month. If you know I give back those farms, then we'll take you out. We'll take you out as in full Gary process. You know, you cease to eat anything when you be Gary. Put in your head, I'm not joking. That is the strategy. We'll get an uphill tax. I will end this show for talk about the ANA WhatsApp group. For congratulate our people then. Waiting for the ANA group. You see, La Republic of Cameroon, fix it smart, but we upgrade every day. Now, why that way? When we create the ANA group, we do have a watch for Facebook say, anybody want to join me, send number because we know say they go join. You see, ANA say we don't join, they don't join. We're almost 200 for instance, that group, now huge group. But when you talk about strategy, people they just talk different things, talk different things. The infiltrators don't be shocked. So they get no information from that group. They start screenshotting and put their numbers. Even when they screenshot put their numbers, because also they do video calls for each member. No money again for come again for the ANA group. All man still they surprise people what's going on. Why can we not scare these people? Because they won't scare you. Now for tell you say, if we put our heads on the ball, put our hands on deck, coordinate our group very well, we'll send the Republic out. Put it for that Republic group. If you say now easy for them, now people the way government spend money for them, they try to scare we, but they not scare we. We have won the war and we remain one Ambazonian divided from the Republic to Cameroon. Will not ever stole that country. So one time Oman for the ANA group. Today I will put some another information for ANA group for Oman. Any man where would ask, they ask some any donation, say they want buy rice or granite oil or stuff for soldiers and you know contribute, will take it out. Some person they way, and I think I will check a receipt where don't send some money. Any man, whether they didn't have a Grand Zero, if you some people they contact me for back, so oh they didn't have Grand Zero, nothing do so. Give me, you contact me on my number, explain to me, I will see you, I validate you, I will know who side will put you. That group not be joke. So one time, all man, I'm gonna say me God bless all man. If you watch me, if you know how to register for dark, you get for go to for dark or register. They go to show for dark, or divide days for show. This week go there for dark, or this day go there for dark, this day go there for Anna. So our friends don't advise say, we bring in all Anna members. We go make them. They go install the new Anna group. They go install Telegram, because Telegram get option where man fi hide in number, we nothing know in number, but only fear that one there will not be any issue. Even for the WhatsApp. They don't do all stuff for scare what people them. Oh man, the person the first time call people, they shoot no money come on, he go start screenshot number, they share them. If you say, you know how many people they come on WhatsApp with your number, just see, this is what I love about this game. You the come, you be black leg, you be infiltrated, you leave your number, call with some strange number. So if you say people they come on WhatsApp for can enter that group, then two where they be staunch Ambazonia, they not smart to go bring fake number. You see that my number put us in a Grand Zero where they man in America. That's what my brother called me for. With the text I say, bro, that beef go put my number because EC plus 237 if it's in a Ground Zero. We call now Oquante means peak. See, don't bother yourselves. We have won the war. So they are confused. They think that we are not smart. We are smarter than them. Person is there for Britain in number na Dubai number. Person there for Dubai in number na US number. Person there for Ground Zero in number na number for UK. So that's how we know. Just call you know. I don't go buy SIM card. Just pay the they're gonna like her there for $8 and $15 for this thing. I just buy and just give you, or you just call my brother sell it at there for you do Google number and stuff like that. Everything is changed. So we are done with Cameroon. They cannot beat us. We have to stay focused. So please, anybody watching at this time, just type hashtag Ambazonia is free. Hashtag Ambazonia is free. Each man will watch, type like 10 Ambazonia is free and say me God bless Ambazonia. So we always be lucky and we thank everybody. That is the spirit. So Cameroon cannot defeat us. They are so confused. They are so frustrated. So we organize ourselves. We put in wait to get put every necessary, coordinate them, get the fighters in all their boots, all their equipments, get them all what they need them, and then we'll change the game. I don't tell now the truth, and I was continue to tell now. And while I know and talk about what is on put the claims to the contributor, you don't see we there for how many months. You don't hear any sort of money that we call hundreds of thousands of dollars. You have seen any progress? Zero. But now we'll calm down ourselves, do our donations. If we do for the group with 200, see how the Republic the fear. I will explain why they fear over fear Anna. Because they know say God endowed Eric Tataw with some level of coordination and undiluted honesty. Because anything way I put my hand, it don't be successful in the revolution 100%. I will tell you a good example. My trip to Boya Funds, I may be stand front, they will raise the money 100%, but because I be exclude myself from any managerial stuff, it will be embezzled. County by county, now me, I bring county by county, change the game completely. Now, therefore, four-star approach and Anna, they know say it's dangerous for Cameroon. So, my turn at the simple secret way Cameroon fear. They know say if you look, if you get 200 committed members for Anna, okay, for each, we divide 200 for 20 people, now 10 groups, 10 subcommittees inside that group. Okay, if those 10 police, I say every month, one group they buy 10 AKs, or in 2 weeks they buy one AK for each of those 20 people. They contribute them on 150 or 100 or 200 like any man. They buy how many AK? One AK for 20 people. So each month, if we put them 2 weeks, or more just that group of 20 buy 2 AKs. Means say each month would get that money, would get 20 AKs, and if they buy 2 for those 20 group of 20, we'll get how many AKs? 20 AKs for each month. Now highest, the way we mean say we'll beat all purchases we don't even do for 4 years because no group, no, they don't move one time to go buy 20 AKs. We'll contribute $1 million, we'll not see even 5 guns. So they know say we'll get that kind of level of coordination where we don't, you know we take money for 2 AK, can't give me. I don't need that. You know we can give me money, say, oh, I got to take 5 times to go buy 2 AK, or you take money for 10 AK or 20 AK, can't give me. Why you get for give money or 20 AK? Why? You don't know how to buy AK? So we'll divide that for subcommittees and for 20 people. Say each committee bring 2 guns. So we'll get 10 committee times 2. Now 20 that for 1 month. You know what it means? We'll put 20 good guns for one group for Northern Zoo. The next month we'll do and so by 6 months, we don't get how many. So we'll get 20 times 10 is 200 guns. So we'll get 200 AKs for 10 months. Cameroon is finished. If you say the war will end now next week, 2 weeks, no. We'll get to put the war in perspective. No man no get calendar for tie the war go end. So Cameroon fear Anna because they see they only talk plenty. We just discuss on strange things. They need to understand the strategy we're using for Anna. And nothing is being discussed there. Way be involved. You know, we go for huge group way. All man just join on Facebook. If you say Eric Tataw will be stupid, we're going to say, okay, today we have to go and give granite to these fighters in Moyoka. Let's call this fighter. Who is going to do that? I talk with them backstage. My money is in my pocket. What they give them for buy chop. Nobody has contributed that money since the beginning of the Anna group. You know how much you give fighters? No, that's the truth. So we have to stay very focused. Once you don't day, we get 20 points of the time for them for Bawe and everyone and then for them for Anna. They don't contribute that money. Themselves for that committee. They buy the gun. They just say, like, they can't donate me the gun for Nigeria. They will take the gun for Ghana or any side of the gun they will take the gun enter town. That's so good for do. Nobody need touch money. Now small money for rice and this way okay, office okay, yes, we contribute money, okay, we'll buy rice, buy granola oil. Matter on one thing. Not ever expect me, Eric Tataw, and I will bring no fighter I beat your vocational fighter I face. I will not identify any fighter by location. I need compete with nobody. Anna is not in any competition. Anna is meant for those who trust Anna. Well, we start that for her. That's the same thing they did. They started screenshotting, but where are they today? They have not gone anywhere. That day for them with you, small money get and they okay for your members and everybody can see what they are doing with their money. So that is the strategy. Revolution, not when you reach yourself. No, if you can, I know they will not competition with nobody. For how many years? Oh man, they don't fight Eric Tataw call in, but will still remain the most watched, the most solo watched platform. We don't bring people here for interview that will go bring this person, and this one to come and call for population. When I come as Eric Tataw, everybody comes to watch. It's just something that you can't stop. It's a gift from God. You get the point? Because the truth is here. No, we just go chronologically. Yesterday they say, oh, bomb for Yaounde. I tell them, say, no, be no bomb. All man still be shocked today. Say, how I've not seen no bomb? Why is not only my information they ever correct? Yesterday I can't talk on live to say the story from Gucci and not confirm them. That's why you see me I publish anything say they carry armor car, they do this. No, because me I know Gucci. But I don't talk to myself. I don't all time can talk say, oh, no, this thing not be true. They say, oh, this man, how? Why you only come? You get to encourage people. You need to encourage people with lies. War get propaganda, but propaganda don't mean say lies. And propaganda means say me you amplify the truth. That's the simplest definition of propaganda. Me say if they be bomb one armor car, okay, if you can lie, say if you can amplify, it's okay. Many soldiers were wounded, maybe not 3 soldiers, for example. But me, when I'm reporting on Telegraph, if I say it's 2 soldiers, I don't add half soldier. So you know, you come up and say, oh. Look at what they do for the BLM. Say, oh, the bomb armor car. Some people they fight the armor car that's not for the BLM because they want to get credit for the BLM. So I say, oh, Nanguti because they want to get credit for restoration for the Nanguti. But at the end of the day, it was none of those locations. That was an old picture picked somewhere from the internet and just it's not fair. Think of your people because I always tell people, say, where they lie about Nguti, about the BLM, lie about Limbe, lie about Boya. Okay, like yesterday the show goes down for Kumba. Who said the person will get the date for sure? Saying that Monday we talk, but it was Kumba. But if the show for ghost time not be work for Boya, you can't say no, they will do it on Saturday. How you know it's on Saturday? So why we say the ghost time for Kumba, it's not even an old one we don't take a show. So you have to be careful the way you make allegations. We know I get ghost time for Boya for the past 3 or 4 weeks. You can not say nothing about it. But I'm strategizing to shut it down. We tried our best on other patches you've seen. And we'll keep trying, even with the limited resources that we have. So when you can't lie about Boya, lie about Tiko, lie about Limbe, lie about Mutenga and say, oh, this thing happened will not happen. Think about one thing, which is the most important. The people that they live from Mutenga, not be the people that you see on Facebook. So you remind them, say, oh, me say the people they used to lie. They talk say they bomb armor car from Gucci, Air Force Play from Gucci. Because Gucci man go find the whole Gucci in see armor car. You feel like in Gucci because all man don't point another day. Poor they did in Gucci picking a difference. So I say, you might say that the problem and say, what was this Eric Tataw saying? That is why you don't ever see me and publish fake news. I talk to the cash Sakwe brother of 17 million. People don't go up, calm down. All man don't agree no. All man don't agree. So we'll not continue to be so. The cash for my brother will go 17 million of building material. The cash when I can't defend it. Defend it for waiting. Just speak the truth and move on. Especially we don't talk say we can't cash for America. It don't take more money more than 17 million before. So what 17 million? 17 million how much? Not be any money. That's the truth. On a good month where masking fine, or in 2 months where masking fine, I chop that money. It's a fact. So we'll be very careful. We'll just speak the truth, we shame the devil. Now our revolution, this now our own now we'll get for win. Not be some person waiting for America when you work, or some person waiting for China when you do nothing, or some person waiting for. Not be about me, not be about every Tataw, not be about anybody, not about 8 million people. But some one activity must ever cut off the truth, even though they crucify it. So we get them very clearly. We have brought back our revolution on track. Now I advise Patterson, look which way Patrick Ndango right now from jail. All on I know Patrick Ndango, I can analyze his speech one of the days. We go attack Patterson. He ask Patterson, he talk say, Sako they send money for the Jason and for you, show you the receipt. Because all prisoners for Kennedy, all man, to say Sako no ever send the money. And it's the truth. But we get issue they behead people, then that's something you talk about and go bring a debate will not be necessary. Okay, now Barrister Charles tackle that. Waiting for ICC. He don't talking about UN talks. He not talk about Swiss talk. We know seek the fight. We all will get for stay on track. We know people the way they touched in the revolution in Waka. All they don't do, I don't be destroyed. My trip to where I destroy confidence. Swiss talk then I'm almost going to 2 years in it been work. See where they start talking. So we all must stay very, very consistent. So we have to shun all the lies tellings. Or just cheap propaganda. Just be on the ball. There is no ghost town in Boya. Come and tell your people that listen, there was no ghost town in Boya today, and we think that is what we should do. It's like say when you talk say there was ghost town in Boya when there was no ghost town. It's like say you go to take white for the protest, so they talk about Lebanon. You say, oh, they were talking about Ambazonia for front White House. You don't do that. You don't do that. Our people respect the truth. Our people respect the truth. Listen, I see some man around here about some people they never talk to because you know most people them we some Ambazonians them would they be extremely very unsuccessful because they don't understand the meaning of hard work. You get the point. They don't understand how if you streamline your business, do networking, So they always think say when you do something with the progress, they say, oh no, not like Republic money or stuff like that. Just ignore them, continue. If they're easy, they go take their own money for the Republic. So we have to stay focused on the ball because sometimes there's some this statement they being made by La Republic agents. If you have been a tang and report the entire thing, only for make and you stop the good trade, the talk where people educate people about the truth, forecast that they argue them. We'll not go down that path again. Those are struggles that we have left. We concentrate on the facts. You get the point? Because otherwise it be funny. You get put a different way in Ambazonia, the way they get millions. In fact, that they make every month they make like 5 million for profit. They get the money, they put on the war anytime, but because people don't abuse confidence. People they just wait for switch to go do the other money way while people they collect them, but nobody did that. So all we have to stay focused. Don't mind people they can talk, say, oh, this and so on and so forth and so on. Keep your head on the ball. One thing they clear, look your 5 fingers, all know they're the same. So some man of you say because you talk of Facebook, you get for be poor as ye where you don't know how to work hard. And some man the way they poor, but in money that will be enough for you, you get on plenty money, you still struggle. So that is how it gets to be. So we all must understand, say, this strategy is La Republic, they get agents, La Republic agents, they're there. But just the type, when they write anything, they be insulted, not reply to cause, just type the Ambazonia must be free. See, the word Ambazonia must be free. It is like how you talk for devil, say, in the name of Jesus. You know one hear that name. You know what I mean? They say, devil, they say, you will die today. Also tell devil, say, you too, you die. Devil is glad because that time it gets spiritual power over you. But when you talk, say, you die today, just say, in the name of Jesus, I will not die. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. So now, when they write all those things around, just say, Ambazonia must be free. They don't want to hear that talk. You get the point? They don't want to hear that talk. Because, the biggest way they hit your enemies and your success. Now, when I go to my status or what's up, I always post now, put my thing in there while they continue revolution. That way they be distracted, they go take picture, they talk to one, they concentrate for go forward. That's how it is. Look how we play them for inside Anna. We bring an open Anna group, they know so we can talk, say, okay, we'll get the fighter. Most of them join that group because if you can put fighters a picture there and their videos. But they're surprised when you share none of those things. They say, come on, what's this man doing? So that is how we have to stay very strong. So thank you all very much for the confidence. Keep typing Ambazonia must be free. If you know I share the video, go back. Any might watch me when I'm a follower, I get the responsibility. Man, explain one thing. And I'll talk on my next show, always manner. When I post picture or video, you must share them and you must like them. Comment, just say good job. Comment, say something there that pushes the revolution ahead. Or that pushes, because you are my follower, you are my supporter. I'm your follower, I'm also your supporter. So we must exchange pleasantries. You get the point? So you got to go click on share. Some people don't even know they have to share them for Facebook, but they follow you strongly. So always click on share, click on share, click on share. Look, American people, how they share their own post and stuff. But we don't have any, we not fit we have any thousands of these things there. You share, no, we go for share. So whilst we have tagged Ambazonia must be free, I want to thank everybody. I thank all my watch this show today. Excellent show. After more than 1 hour, still over 100,000. And excellent. Excellent. This is the strength. So thank all my will leave and so for today. And we'll say may God bless. One time will be very short. I thank all my friends away. They don't always support me. Give me the courage to go ahead. Thank family for putting me in a very tough spot, great spot, for make sure I continuously fight for the Ambazonian people. We'll keep on fighting. And we'll fight until the last day. All right. So thank you so much. I will delay this show for 1 minute so that I will fit take some time off for we'll listen to our music, as usual, or otherwise I think it's good we can end it like this so that may not be too long. So all my watch on YouTube and anyway, if you want to join the National Army, the WhatsApp group, just send me text, say add me on +1 9174801068. We will pass a general message to the group, and tomorrow the talk with Salas will probably bring a cash up for if he contribute something for chop and other things for the fighters. In the meantime, I will be for South Carolina, North Carolina first and foremost, for make sure say I salute Dr. David Makongo, and we'll meet a couple of friends, and this is going to be this weekend. So I thank all my way to stay for those 2 states, and so I'll be around, and I'll get a few friends. I'll visit them. Hopefully, we'll see. So I'll be very grateful and thank all man for typing Ambazonia must be free. Ambazonia must be free, and say may God bless you immensely. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're going to end here. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. We're not going to keep any person to talk about T-shirt. When somebody talk about T-shirt, me say no talk, will block you. At them, you need to go watch elsewhere. So you'll be blocked from here. Thank you. Okay. So I think that's it. So we'll end here this time. One dog, one person. If you get put they talk very serious thing, and then some person can talk something you're not gonna use. So thank you so much. We're gonna end here this time. All right. Thank you so much. Bye bye.